Hi foodies and welcome back to my channel. I would like to say a big thank you to everybody that was in chat yesterday and to Ian for being a great special guest. So today I'm going to be cooking a chicken curry, but this one will be different. Reason being, this one's for my hubby. As you know, he's diabetic, so this is how I make his. He doesn't like spicy things, so we're going to do it simple. So I'm going to be using chicken breast, which I'm going to cook up, some baby new potatoes. Now I'm going to be using this curry powder, some bisto, some cabbage and a bit of frozen veg. So let's get this show on the road. Let's get cooking. So as you can see, the first thing I've done is cut my chicken up into bite-sized pieces, and I've added a little olive oil, not too much, just a drop. Now I'm going to put this on, and it's going to be like a chicken curry stew type thing. I'm doing it the way he likes me to do it. So we'll put this on, and we're just going to brown off our chicken first. So just a little bit of oil, just so that it doesn't stick to the pan. We're going to let that brown off first, so that you get some flavour into the chicken. Now you could add your curry powder alongside with your chicken. You can do onions, and this is just the way I do it for Mario. So we're just going to brown this chicken off. Then I will put some water in, and cabbage, because cabbage will take longer to cook than the frozen, and obviously your potatoes. So we'll just get this browned off. Now it doesn't take long to brown chicken on. Just so that it's got some colour, because obviously it's not going to be fully cooked. We'll let that finish off. Now chicken's got some colour on. I don't want to take it too far, because you want to keep your chicken moist and tender. So next thing I'm going to be doing is adding my water. Just enough there just to cover the chicken for the time being. Next thing I'm going to do is my potatoes in a second. Just give me a second there. Wash some on my cabbage. I'm just putting a little handful just for the flavour of the cabbage. And the next thing I'm going to do is cut these are the baby potatoes, and I'm just going to quarter them. Into cubes like that. So you half them again, and cut the up. Now that's his potatoes in, and we're just going to let them slowly cook through until your potatoes are nearly done. Once they're nearly done, we'll add the veg. Now you can use a low sodium stock, or a stock you've already made if you make one. I'm not going to do that today. I'm just doing it the way I've done it before for him and he likes. So when this is cooked through, I will bring you back. So okay, my potatoes are getting soft. So I'm going to add my vegetables. I'm just using a generic mixed vegetable bag. So we're just going to put drop some of that in there, like so, which is just a small bit. He doesn't really like vegetables, but he'll eat them in this. So we're now going to let that cook through, and this is the time I'm going to add my curry powder. So as I said, he doesn't like much, so I'm going to put in, that's a quarter of a teaspoon. So I'm going to put 2/4 of a teaspoon in. Now you can add more. No, I think I put just a little bit more in. There we go. So that's 3/4 of a teaspoon of curry powder I put in for him. Now we'll let all that cook together. And the reason I do the curry powder near the end and not at the beginning or during is because it's not as spicy or anything. It just gives that mild curry flavour without being overpowering for him. So I'm going to let that cook for about 10 minutes, and then I will put my gravy granules in it, and then that will be done. I will give it a small taste test, but not a full taste test, because I said this is my hubby's. And as you see, I've added my gravy granules into it. A nice glossy colour to it now. I'll give that a few minutes just to make sure that your vegetables and potatoes and chicken take on the flavour of the gravy, and then it's ready to serve. And you'll get 2, maybe 3 portions out of this, depending on your appetite. If you don't have a small one, you may get 4 out of it. So I'm going to just turn that up a little bit, cook it for a few minutes, and then turn it down. We'll give it a taste test and I'll let you know how it tastes. So now that's done, and it's not just ready for it yet, but you can always give this a heat up. So I'm going to give this a taste test. And this is still extremely hot. Let's turn that off. There's some potato and some chicken and some veg. I'm going to try the potato first. Nice and soft the way he likes them. Now the chicken. Again, soft and juicy. There's a hint of curry, which is what he likes, just the juice. A hint of curry. If you don't like curry, give this a try, because it's just a hint of it. It's not spicy at all. There's no spice level to this, non-existent, but you get the flavour of the curry without the spice and the kick. So yeah, that's all for this one. If you like it, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And to find out what I had for my food, watch out for tomorrow's video and you'll see what I'm having. Thank you for watching. Until the next time, goodbye.